Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. We're going to just quickly talk about the last two characters here. Uh, so, I looked up what it takes to get these last two characters. There are no bonus levels like the other LEGO levels where there are little houses made out of clear LEGO bricks or anything like that. Instead, the game says that the Separatist and the Republic Assault levels are the 40 bonus levels you get. 40 bonus levels that I wish I didn't have. And so doing all of those in a certain way unlocks Grand Moff Tarkin and or whoever and Emperor Palpatine. So how do you do it? Well, you'd have to come down here and you'd have to have the entire universe under control of all the blue ones. So, as the game is lagging here, we'd have to go into Naboo and just launch into this and start and run in here and just jump into the level and then beat it. Is that something I want to do? No. Is that something that should be asked of you, considering how I played very normally and ended up with half of the characters, half of the places under one control and half of the planets under the other control? Is there some special way to save and exit or just skip this or in any way whatsoever change the outcome? No, not as far as I can tell. It's ridiculous. And these are levels we've played before. Let's not beat around the bush. This game has been, well, frustrating me like crazy for a long time with the lagging, with the crashing, with the bugging out. And now here is an intended way of playing that's just here to waste your time. Totally waste your time. I don't feel like I possibly, maybe, there was some way you could have unlocked the Separatist attack, and then because you'd unlocked the Separatist attack, unlock some of the planets so that you could do all of them so that they were blue. But I don't think so. I think it's totally planned that you're going to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planets, 8, 9 planets. Yeah, 9 planets under Separatist control of 20. Which I believe is how many are here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll count 16, maybe 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Nah, I've lost count. So let's say there's 22 there. 9 are under control. And so I'd have to play these levels 9 times over. And then that only unlocks the Republic people, which would be, I assume, Grand Moff Tarkin. Talk, or however you pronounce his name. I probably mispronounced half of the Star Wars creatures. That's part of the problem with them not talking in any of the Star Wars series. That being said, since I'm not going to cover LEGO Marvel Avengers, the audio on that one with the characters actually talking on the first level while I was testing it sounded pretty good. So they are starting to really fix that. Weird thing about LEGO Marvel Avengers too, since it's built around the idea of LEGO, around the Avengers 2 movie. It kind of is already like an unimportant sequence of events in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, yeah. Captain America Civil War really did a lot to change things there. So I'm the game itself is kind of unimportant to play. Yeah, unless I suppose you were a kid and you just watched Avengers 2 and then wanted to play the game, that would be fine. Again, though, for these LEGO games, I'd say don't play it on PC. These PC ports are awful. They shouldn't be on sale. This should be illegal. I'm just giving my opinion there, but it should be illegal. So after I get that one character and have everything in blue, guess what I have to do? I then have to play all... I counted 22 planets and make them all red. And that would be the most efficient things. So you're talking 31 more playthroughs through the real-time strategy to unlock these two characters. That's ridiculous. It's insulting. It would take me at least 8 more hours. We'd get this to a 40-hour game for no reason. However, there is another solution. You can enter a code, and with those codes, you can just be given the characters. And I feel I am righteously correct in cheating here. I don't cheat much on my series. I'll play games on easy, certainly, but just to make it easy and make it better for me to talk. But I usually don't cheat. I usually don't get like 100% save file on Legos things. Arguably, maybe you should. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to get 100% save file before you even played a Lego game, and then that way you could play it with all the characters unlocked and have a bunch of fun and just play each level through free play mode without really having to deal with anything. And of course then you would miss out on a bunch of the collectibles, and these games are all about the collectibles, and it really wouldn't be a Lego game without collectibles. It would just be some very boring story levels then. So here's Counselor Palpatine right there, and then all I need to do is put in the code for Grand Moff Tarkin. So hopefully you wrote down that code if you need it. I would heavily recommend everybody do it this way. There are enough codes, it seems, here to unlock most, if not all, of the characters. And that is nice for a kid's game, because if somebody did want to play as, say, Princess Leia in this game, that in particular is not the easiest of tasks without a code. But put in one code and then start playing, and you're fine. And that's Grand Moff Tarkin. And with that, we are at 100%. So we can come over here and we should look at the characters. There's no guarantee that you actually have seen all of the characters in this series. One of the things while we're here, again, just hugely bad female to male ratio. I want to just point that out again. For every 15 or so men in this game, there are only three women. And when you consider a lot of them are these clone soldiers, it would have been really easy just to have female versions. And I think that falls to the Clone Wars cartoon a little bit too. And certainly the original series was bad about that. So here's Emperor Palpatine. He doesn't even have, or his name is Counselor Palpatine right now. He's not the Emperor yet. And he doesn't even have like force powers, which is weird. So when did he even become the Emperor? Or is Counselor Palpatine actually not the person? I thought he was. And then here's a Grand Moff Tarkin, which I assume he's just the main leader of the rebels at the time. I I guess, and he just has a blaster too. And so we're at 100%, and it'd be nice to see. Let's go look at the rec room and see if there's anything happening here. What I'm not really seeing is a bunch of studs just appearing or falling through the sky, which we've seen stud fountains before. Doesn't look like there's anything changed in the rec room. And if anything is going to be changed, I imagine it's going to be on the other ship, not on this ship. It's a real shame that there's no bonus level here. All the other Lego things had it. So this, now that we've done 100%, we also know that there is nothing to do with the vacuum cleaner, and there's, as far as we could tell, and there's nothing to do with the windshield wipers, as far as we can tell, on the other ship. Maybe there'll be something interesting out here in between it. Maybe we'll see things fly around. Nope. There's nothing out here. The Slave 1 ship is flies awkwardly, for sure. That's kind of the worst way to make a ship. It makes you very wide and open to getting shot down. I guess George Lucas had something about slaves too. It seemed to be a big factor in the Star Wars universe originally. If Boba Fett is running around capturing slaves, and Jabba the Hutt is trading in them, and Princess Leia gets captured as one. And see if that was supposed to be some deep analogy that had some greater meaning. I certainly didn't see it. Yep, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. I'm fairly certain there isn't anything else here. And see, this is the problem of going long whenever I record an episode. Last time we went long at 41 minutes when it should have ended at 30 minutes tight. That way this recording would have 10 minutes of footage already. But anytime something is up for question, you just don't know. Now, I didn't look at all of the places on the other ship, I know that, but I seriously doubt there's going to be anything. And see, the game, with every percentage complete, seems to get a little bit less stable. And now it's locking up, and let's talk about the locking up as we start to wrap up this series. And series in two ways, because I've been covering Lego games for a long time now. I've covered a lot of them. Inherently, I would play one for a month and then wait almost a month before I played the next one, so I would have forgotten how laggy or buggy the previous one is by that time. And so most of the games I've covered have suffered from lag. The two games that I own right now that I haven't played are Lego Pirates of the Caribbean and Lego Marvel Avengers, and both of them proved to be laggy. There is a trick that seems like it might help a little bit, but only in my case a very, very small amount, where if you set the affinity through the task manager of Windows so that only one core of the CPU is used by the games, then it stops lagging. That might work in the case of Lego Harry Potter, which was incredibly laggy, but it's still not fixing all the lag. It's just a bad PC port, and nothing you as the end user can do can fix it. It doesn't seem to be a mod out there. It doesn't seem like TT Games, the creator of the Lego games, care enough to fix it. It doesn't seem like there's enough of a fan base of PC players that care enough to fix it. It's a shame all around. But at the end of the day, all the blame has to fall at the feet of TT Games. They're making this game. They're selling this game. I blame Steam a little bit for not purchasing, for selling this game without major warnings. I suppose the refund system of less than 2 hours says that you can, if you wanted to try it on your PC, because it may not lag on your PC. Maybe it will work for you, who knows. I can't test this game against a myriad of different PCs to find out. You could buy one of them and see if it lags and then get a refund. If you play Lego for an hour and you see no lags, then you're probably in a decent chance of not getting any lags. And you have 2 hours in total. Here's another bug that just happened at some point in our gameplay. This purple stud here just messed up and we can't collect it. We have stud magnet on, we have all the score multipliers on, and we just cannot pick up this purple stud. And it's been like that for hours and hours and hours. Multiple resets, beginning of everything. So there's certain places where it crashed. There's certain things that just weren't working the way they were supposed to. And we're all over this. And there no coin fountain's gonna be here. Let's go ahead and just quit the game. Save and exit. So yeah, I'm done with the Lego series for a while. I cannot for the life of me justify purchasing a new video card. I don't even think the video card would fix it. And I certainly can't justify purchasing an entire new computer to try to get these games that aren't very demanding for a CPU or a GPU, a video card or a processor to in the first place. This is a kid's game. The graphics don't look that good. I've played much better looking games with no problems. I have run into Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 4 not running well, but you know, Konami doesn't care about its PC ports either, so that's not I mean, that's not the right company. Capcom is the Resident Evil 6 and 4 company, and they don't care about their games either, so it's not really a surprise that it doesn't run. There's going to be a video that comes on tomorrow after this showing me testing out Lego Star Wars 1, which I played on my gaming laptop and it didn't lag as far as I can tell. Or it didn't lag anyways bad. As soon as I installed it on this computer and started running, it started lagging. So it is something specifically about my computer buildup that wasn't true for the gaming laptop. So when I get a new computer, I will try Lego games again. When I get a new video card, I will try new video games, but don't hold your breath. They could be anywhere from 6 months to 4 years before I get a new video card or a computer. And I'm just going to be done with the series. In general, if you like the Lego series, or if you're a young kid, get them on console. That you'll have a pretty decent time. They all have problems. They all do. They're getting worse in a lot of places too. If you're having trouble here, you can try and turn down the graphics, but everything I've ever done to turn down the graphics only slightly reduced the lag. So I can't just unabashedly say don't. Are there even credits in this game? I'm not even sure you can see the credits. Odd. Unless they're hidden somewhere under effects or something. No, you can't even see the credits if you want. They're not awful. Some of them are pretty bad. Lego Indiana Jones 2, pretty bad. But don't play them on PC. Play them on consoles. Get them used, I would say. Buy them for $5. That's about what a Lego game is worth, and you'll definitely get your money's worth if in most Lego games, because you'll spend at least 20 hours on it for $5, which I think is a pretty decent amount. In some games you'll spend 60 hours on it. Lego Star Wars 3 suffers greatly, though. It's one of the worst games just in general concept, because it has these 40 bonus levels of real-time strategy levels that don't feel like Lego levels, aren't thought out a lot, they're not fun, and that's it. It also suffers horribly for the story. If you haven't watched the cartoon, you're not going to have a clue what's going on. I think you're better off just watching the cartoon and forgetting it. And I guess I could just keep on going here, but there's really not much more to say. In general, don't buy Lego games on PC. In specific, I would say don't buy Lego Star Wars 3 unless you've watched the cartoon and really love it and don't mind wasting a lot of time doing the real-time strategy levels. I suppose it would be possible to buy this game, just play the story levels, just play the free play levels, and then use codes to do the separatist attacks and the other things. You wouldn't get up to 100% and get all the gold bricks or anything, but you could work around that by using codes to unlock characters and stuff. And you could get the bounty hunter missions. Oh yeah, let's mention that. To find Cad Bane, the bounty hunter, he is just walking around on the separatist ship. But to find the separatist ship, you just have to know that you can get in the spaceship from the hangar and fly to the other ship. And you just have to figure out that in each system, in between the two ships, there's also a gold brick mission that nobody tells you about. There's massive amounts of things in this game that you're not told about, and you just have to wander around questioning things, or get a walkthrough, or look it up online, which is definitely the right thing. Just poor game design in general. Anyways, that's it for this series. I hope you enjoyed it. What I'm gonna do at this time slot, I don't know. It could be there's nothing airs here. It's very, very difficult to find age-appropriate kids games. Honestly, there's not that many of them, and even of the ones that are there, there aren't that many that are good. I have a few things I want to try, but I may quickly find out I don't even have time, so this might be very fortuitous if I just don't do anything during this time slot at all, and just have more time to record the other time slots and play the more teen and mature games. Most games are rated M for mature. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this time slot. There may be something that airs after the episode tomorrow. There may be nothing. I'm sorry if you wanted to see the other Lego things. I know people are actually fans of that and do want to see it, but I should have honestly quit after 3 games ago because of the lagging issue alone. I've really mentally hurt myself and made myself very sad and depressed by the lagging. I can't even think about Lego Star Wars 3 without the lag. I can't even think about the Lego games anymore without thinking about the lag. And this is the second time I played the Lego series, or most of the Lego games, because I loved it so much when I played it on the Xbox 360. It was very, very fun, and I loved it, and I thought it was great. And now all I can think of, and the only feelings I have for the Lego series, is lag. Lag, lag, lag. It'll be my first thought if I ever start another Lego game, is this one gonna lag? And that dread is just gonna come over me. And I could have prevented myself some of that misery and some of that dread just by putting my foot down and saying, look, I've played 3 games in a row with lag, and at least 3 games in a row. I think more games have been played with lag than the games that didn't have lag on my series, on my channel. And I've also very much embarrassed myself while doing that, because there are going to be people that see the lag and say it's something to do with my video card or my recording setup, that it's my fault. And it really isn't my fault. But it's going to look that way, and people are going to assume that just because some people's PC will run it fine, almost certainly. So, yeah, I'm done with Lego, and it ended badly, and I was not expecting that. This happens more often than I would like, where I end up playing a game and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work the way I want it to, and I end up having a bad time instead of a good time. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe. Click the bell next to the subscription button so you get notifications. Comment down below and watch every second of my videos, because all of that helps me with YouTube. Also, if you go to my main YouTube page, there's a playlist tab. You can see a playlist for every game I've ever covered. If this is your first Lego series and you are willing to go check out my other coverage, even though a lot of it is laggy, bless you for that. You can certainly go find a playlist for every single one. I'd say go check out Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. That's Lego Star Wars 1 and 2 combined, and that one didn't lag as far as I can tell, and that's by far Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga is the best Lego game, I think, and probably the only one really worth playing. Maybe you could get some of the Lego Batmans in there too. They're not too bad, but well, different reasons for different ones. There's quite a few that are worth playing once. Maybe they're just not worth playing twice. Also, down below in the description box, I have links to all my social media sites, so please click on those links and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, and Battle.net. I have all links to those things, and whatever you're on, please follow and friend me on those services. That helps me with those services, and it lets you get a backup notifications for my latest videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.